Good afternoon and welcome back to Florida State University. We're here in the Leach Complex for the Capital City Classic. We have some bonus coverage for you this afternoon. This is the men's open final featuring Destry Everhart of Alabama and Austin Cunningham of Georgia. Our number 1 and 2 seeds coming into the event, meeting up here in the finals, unsurprisingly. All right. 0 serving 1 is our score was called. This, of course, is regular racquetball. The exhibition and rally scoring is over. Those matches are complete and in the books. Quick side out there. Skip called, 1-1. Side out. Nice down line by Cunningham. Side out. Cunningham did just have to play the open doubles final with Zach Patterson and against the Tim Hansen and Timmy Hansen team. I do not know the results of that match, but he just finished that right before this. Two serving 1. Short serve. One serving 2. Great reverse pinch by Everhart. Tying us up at 2 apiece. Skip.
Little bonus action for us this afternoon. Alabama against Georgia in Florida. Some of the Floridians not able to make this tournament. Some of them, like Noslin Jimenez, you would put as a big favorite for the amateur draw. He was in the pro exhibition. Tim Baghurst, JTRB at the controls. Thanks for joining us today. We're here in Tallahassee, Florida. Capital City Classic. This is the final of Open. Pro exhibition is over. Abraham Peña and Mika Meneses, the big winners in that tournament. These two have played each other a lot. A long history competing against each other. Most tournaments in the Southeast, you'll see these two competing. Cunningham with the forehand pinch winner. I put Cunningham as the advantage in this match. A few people were surprised by that, but I think Cunningham's been playing a lot more tournaments. Very fit individual. Not that Destry Everhart isn't. It's just Cunningham just has that kind of match practice, so to speak. Oh, ball dies in the back right corner. Cunningham just missed it. Cunningham just came off an 11-9 loss. 11-10? 11-10 loss in doubles. So definitely some fatigue in that match. But he'll take a crack on the right side. These two enjoying the match. They know each other well. It's early days. Yeah, it looks like Cunningham's beaten in the last 3 iterations, it's Cunningham who's won 2-1. Smart shot, Everhart. I want to say a big thank you. 4-6. Just getting a score. I want to say a big thank you to Andrew Kapek and all of the staff running this tournament. Andrew's put a lot of time into this tournament. We haven't had one here since 2019, and he's been itching to have one. And it's so fun to have a pro exhibition here as well. He's put a lot of time and effort in. If you don't know, his wife gave birth just a couple weeks ago with their 3rd child. And so here he is, a new dad again, and sleep deprived and running a tournament here all day, every day. He's done so well. He's some really small things that he's done at this tournament that are really cool. He's got a little Bluetooth headset microphone that goes into the court for the officials to give the score. He's got little QR codes for the draws so that players can just take a picture of the QR code and go straight to the draws. He's got that pasted up around. The food has been phenomenal, JT. Big thanks to the Beecher family for providing almost all of that, catering it themselves, and bringing it in. It's been so good. Another thing, he's live streamed all of the courts. He's put tablets up on all the courts, and then he's been playing those streams on the TVs up at the tournament desk, so everybody can see what's going on all of the courts. It's just the little things that make a big difference when you come to a tournament. Makes a big difference. I want to say a big thank you to him. Big thank you as well to all the sponsors on that front wall. Capital City Classic 2022 is supported by the Meridian Group as the primary sponsor. Huge thank you to Margot Scott Real Estate Group, Gene Fry, Signorama, Reaching Your Dream Foundation, Physical Therapy Now, Mania Athletics, Visit Tallahassee, Dovetail by Design, Sports Performance at Consulting, and FSU Coach. Skip ball from Destry. And another one. It's too easy for Austin if Destry's just going to plow balls into the floor. Another unforced error. Cunningham pulling away in this first game. Not really his own doing, though. That's a better shot from, well, not better shot, but Cunningham won that rally. Loose return on the serve. Everhart. He's smiling, but he's down 5-10 or 10-5. Make that 11. Shake of the head. 3 timeouts in USAR rules not being used. Well, there it is. We do get the timeout. Had a Squash 57 tournament on Friday evening. That's why this is, well, you can't quite see on your screen. You can now. The Capital City Classic logo, racquetball and Squash 57. Friday evening was the Squash 57 tournament. And Zach Patterson claimed the first place, so well done to him. $600 in 57. $1,000 in open. And there were only 5 players in the open division of 57. So top 4 went away with cash. What we did here, can I play in this? No, next time. But I really want to play in this next time. I'll be here next time. Can you make sure you sign me up? It was a lot of fun. Excellent shot. Everhart. Cunningham was supposed to play in 57. Skip ball. Too many from the racket of Everhart. Everhart not really going down the line. He's trying to, but the ball's hitting the sidewall, coming into the middle, and this is so far routine for Cunningham. Well, while we have a moment, JT, You saw the exhibition, front and center with me. Thoughts? We tried some different rules, rally scoring. We did total points, games won, bonus points for games won, bonus points for matches won. We tried some 2 serves in a row. We did a lot of things. What were your thoughts?
No, I really liked the change to rally scoring. It put some pressure on the players to really put effort in on every rally.
You can't take a shot off when you're in the service box and, oh, well, it's just a side out, right? It's
Exactly.
a point.
Mm-hmm. I'd have liked to have seen a little more confidence in the players' drive serves.
Yeah.
And I was really impressed that Michaela was the youngest of the players involved, was the first one to take drive serve and did it well.
Yeah, she aced twice. It was 10-10. Ooh! They're playing through that. Nice. Cunningham skipped it. Yeah, it was 10-10, and Michaela Menezes stepped in and hit 2 ace drive serves.
6-12.
What did you think about the 1 serve versus 2 serves?
In the 2 serves, I think they took more chances. It didn't work out for them that I saw particularly. Everybody is used to taking a drive serve, and so that it wasn't. There were no surprises on that end. But we did see an awful lot of really good high lob nicks.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised that we saw very few Zs.
Yeah, I was expecting some drive Zs and some jam serves, and we didn't see any really. But we did see some excellent lob serves. Everhart finding some momentum now in this match. As Cunningham skips a lob serve. He's torn his glove. He's got to change it.
And in the amateur divisions, that's just a timeout. So.
Good job. They have 3. Also, matches where we could almost predict how long the match was going to take. Yeah, we saw some 13-11s and some 14-12s because it was a win by 2. But we really were. We predicted 30-minute matches, and that's what we got.
Yeah, the players didn't need to take a timeout because the number of rallies were small, and so they weren't taking them out. In a regular pro match, you might take one strategically, not so much because you need a break, but to get into your opponent's head or to use it as that as a tool at your disposal. With only one in the match, the players tended to hold it until they really needed it, or
when things were getting away from them.
Mm-hmm. Or if it was going to make a difference because it was very close. And we saw 2 of them taken at 9-9 or 9-10 that were both very effective.
Yeah, it was interesting. I was surprised at how few timeouts were taken. We only gave 1 timeout per match, and a lot of the players didn't even take that, even if they were losing. And I think it was that. I don't know. I talked to Renee Rodriguez, and she said, well, it wasn't really a physical timeout. It's more of just a mental timeout and recover.
And Destry gave Austin time to recover from that dive and paid for it. If he had taken that on the first opportunity rather than waiting for it to come off the wall, I think he'd have had that point.
Well, we're definitely getting our towel timeouts in this match. Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to go back and look at the the pro exhibition and compare the round 1 where we had only 1 serve to the round 2 where we had 2 serves, to look at time differences between the matches and get a general idea of how does it affect play. Even the score lines, because it's rally scoring, you can really tell who won the most rallies, as opposed to, well, it was a 15-4, but I just couldn't score when I was serving. Everhart goes straight down the line. Everhart's back in this. He was way down, but he's back in this. He's got 4 points he's got to win. He can do it. His forehand in particular has been is his threat, but he's had a really solid backhand this weekend too. We're using the Formula Flow blue ball, and he said he really liked it. Cunningham, though, likes it a little more. It's 14-12. Big thanks to Formula Flow and Momo Zelada for providing the balls for this tournament. And there's first game. Cunningham claims it 15-12. I mean, these two players having a friendly chat as they exit the court. I think that favors Cunningham. I'd like to see Everhart like, no, this is business. Let's go. There's money on the line. All right. All right. Timeout on the court. We're taking one here. We'll be back.
And we're back. The players are ready for game number 2. Give the ref a moment to get back into place. 0-0. Austin Cunningham up to serve.
That's a good shot. Everhart, I got the impression during the timeout, seems a little more focused, a little less chit chat. Let's get on. Let's make an effort here. Let's go for it. That's smart. He's really difficult to beat because he's got a very long body. He's got long arms. He's able to stretch and lunge and get to the side, from side to side, really well. Both of these are very athletic. Both of them play multiple sports very successfully. Everhart is an excellent golfer. I know Cunningham plays some pickleball and other sports as well and has been successful there. That's a good pass. Started with an excellent lob serve. Cunningham went to the ceiling. It wasn't good enough, and Everhart punished him. Cunningham ran early to cover that ball. I like the idea, but he didn't put it away, and then he was caught too far forward. Better start. Is it Alabama? I can't even say that. Alabama. That's a tongue twister, JT. Georgian is a lot easier.
Absolutely.
Cunningham made an effort on the right side, gave everything to keep that ball alive, did, and Everhart put it down. Players starting to drift to the tournament desk to get their award. It's actually one of the t-shirts that says champion on it. I like that. Not a medal this time that goes in a container somewhere in a storage shed. Something that can be worn. I want one, JT, but I didn't earn one this weekend. Your heroics, though. For your heroics, I'll consider you a champion. I'm not sure he catered for that, though. I'm not sure he's got the shirt.
No more chocolate in there. Is that what you were looking for? A little chocolate. I know who's got some chocolate. Who wants that chocolate?
Now, Tim, you know that the player is a real racquetballer when they wipe the floor and then use the same towel to wipe their face.
Right. Oh, look at that little shot from Everhart. Nice touch. Cunningham was in Maryland for the Maryland Classic. Took a game off Jake Bredenbeck in one of those matches. Maybe, no, I stand corrected. I think that was Dylan Pruitt. Sorry, Dylan. Good start from Everhart in game 2. That's what I mean about those long arms, keeping the ball alive. Not that time. Cunningham puts it down left side.
That looks like the most deadly shot.
Cunningham has a lot of wrist action in his swing. Everhart skips one. That's his first. Mercado, thank you, Brennan. He took a game off Mercado. Mario Mercado. Oh! Cunningham got that. He said he framed it. We're not 40 feet away. We're about 60 feet away, so I'll reserve judgment for our official. These two have played each other a lot, though, so I don't think we're going to see much animosity. They're friends off the court, so. Typically, this is a kind of a tiebreaker type match. They're both evenly matched. It's really down to who's been putting in the work up to the tournament. JT, you mentioned during the interval just number of skips from Everhart in game one was significantly high and really put him in the hole. He almost came back much cleaner in this second game.
Absolutely. He's keeping it up just enough more. Still putting the same number of balls down. But without that extra buffer, Austin's having to work a lot harder.
That was creative, but Cunningham was all over that one, running forward. It was 5-0 or 0-5. Now it's 3-5. Cunningham serves. Soft backhand pinch. I was going to say the Alabama, but then I hesitated. Can I say it without messing it up? Prattville, Alabama is where Everhart lives. Cunningham from the Atlanta area. It's too easy. That serve, we talked about this earlier with the pro exhibition, one serve versus two serves. Sloppy first serve, punished. And I think if we went to a one serve rule, we wouldn't be seeing serves that are so kind of nonchalant maybe put in play.
Absolutely. Well, I think rally scoring will also have that same effect. You know, if you're going to drive serve, you're going to drive serve because it's a weapon. Mm-hmm. It's not just because that's what you think is expected. You know, you're going to take your best, whatever your best is, your most unreturnable thing, and use that.
Everhart, that's a fatigue. He hesitated and then took the big step lunge. And I'm not surprised we're seeing a timeout. Cunningham's getting back into the second game.
We're coming back from timeout. Mr. Cunningham is swallowing some Powerade at the last minute.
Well, he had to go up and get some. He didn't have enough down there, so he had to come out and go over to the Gatorade. Ironically, getting Gatorade out of the Gatorade jug and putting it in the Powerade bottle. Sensed some conflict there.
I was very surprised to see a Florida product here at Florida State.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
I expected a little more rivalry there.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
That's funny. We'll take whatever's cheapest. No, I'm just kidding. It looks like Cunningham's taking a timeout here. Interesting. And I have a feeling it's because he had to get back on the court and he hadn't really had his Gator/Powerade that he wanted, and he needed to get some more. So here he is sitting down eating something. A reminder, he was in the doubles final just before this match and lost 11-9 to the Hansen family. That was an epic match, wasn't it? Full of, well, one would expect plenty of drama, and it was very dramatic. 11-10 the outcome. Hansen's won it. And we go 5 serving 6. Shout out to JT. You got the state flags up there. I love it, JT. Nice touch. We'll be in Boston next weekend. LPRT resumes. It's a late short serve. I'm not sure it was short. I don't think anyone out here thought it was short. I don't think the players thought it was short, really. Abraham Pena won our pro exhibition. He claimed 168 points total. Second place, Eric Cuevas from Monterrey, Mexico, 130. Third place, Noslin Jimenez, 125. After all those games, just 5 points separated them.
Kind of would like to see the number of points that were just from points, not from game wins and bonuses, and see how close it was. Because obviously for Abraham that won 3 of the 4 matches outright, those made up a big part of his score. But for the ones where they didn't win, 120 points, 12 games, 10 points.
Yeah, we could do the math, but we'll find that Pena still wins because he beat everybody.
Yeah.
Albeit 2-1 in some cases, he still beat everybody. And the fun part about that is it just adds a little bit more drama going into the final matches as opposed to, well, we're doing round robin and you have no chance of winning. Go play. We saw a great match this morning between Cuevas and Jimenez, where Jimenez had to recoup 21 points, and he got to 5. He got 16 of them. And it just wasn't quite enough. But what a match that turned out to be. Women's side. Meneses claimed 181. Rodriguez 123 and Mania 116. So congratulations to Mika Meneses from Bolivia for claiming first place there. Rodriguez claiming second place. She played extremely well this morning over Mania, and that got her over the edge into second. Different format round robin. skip from Everhart. Just too many skips, right? I mean, he's in the lead, but if he could just not skip the ball, I think he can compete athletically. Covers a lot of court. Ooh, but when Cunningham can hit shots like that, that was special.
Destry shot called good. Austin not convinced.
That's tough. Caught in the left corner. Quick towel timeout. Lots of amateur matches going on around us. It's good to see some local players participating. Haven't had a tournament here since 2019 because of COVID, and that really set us back.
I don't know. Let me check.
We lost
This one, no, so I can change it.
lost a couple courts at one of our facilities, and one of the things that did help is that some of those players all moved to the same facility. So when they moved to the same facility, it created a kind of a new group of players kind of pushing each other. Several of those players, in fact, have sponsored this event, helped sponsor this event, and including the Meridian Group, the title sponsor. So a big thank you to the local players for helping to get these pros and high amateurs and low amateurs all here at this tournament. Smart play from Cunningham down the line. Everhart looks a little fatigued. Yeah, taking the timeout. It gets wise. We're doing the same.
Are you suffering from neck, joint, or back pain? Have you been told that you should have surgery? If so, pick up the phone and give Physical Therapy Now a call. Our board-certified therapists specialize in non-surgical solutions for neck, joint, and back pain. Thousands have avoided surgery, addictive medication, and have gone back to active and pain-free lives. So if you've had enough with living in pain, call Physical Therapy Now and schedule your personal consultation. We have convenient locations near you.
Just a reminder, we'd like to thank the Meridian Group in particular for helping sponsor this event. They are the title sponsor. Additionally, we'd like to give thanks to Margot Scott, contributing not just here in Florida, but in Virginia as well. If you're looking for a realtor in either location, definitely reach out to her first. Another significant benefactor of the tournament is American Federal Benefits Consultants. Definitely reach out to them when you are in need of that service. Short serve call back here in game number 2. Eight serving 9.
Oh. JTRB, did you see that? Cunningham was on the floor. All Everhart had to do was hit the front wall, but instead he decided to flat roll it in the right corner. Unbelievable.
Just in case.
Yep,
You know,
we'll call it gutsy.
Yeah.
We're just getting the tournament director, Andrew Kapek, on the mic. He's been busy all weekend, handling all kinds of issues. Andrew, thanks so much for the tournament. It's been a long one. You've been waiting a couple of years for this to happen, and it has. One, thank you. And I think everybody watching would say thank you as well if they were here. Your thoughts? It's been a fun one. Exhibition, Squash 57, something different.
I tell you what, Tim, it's been exciting to have this tournament go on, and you and I have both talked offline the past couple of years trying to think of something different to do. And I think this came together beautifully, having JT here and having the ability to stream this on the LPRT, having the pros here, experiment with some rules, play a squash tournament, Squash 57 tournament here, which, has there been a Squash 57 tournament played in the Southeast at all?
No.
Ever?
First time?
I don't think so. That's pretty cool to see, and put it on the LPRT as well.
With prize money.
With prize money. The prize money in both Squash 57, in the pros, and here, as we're watching here, the men's open final. There's prize money going all the way down to the fourth place seed, fourth place winner here in the division.
And that's
a great shot there.
That's outrageous from Cunningham. And you and I have, we've been talking for a couple of years about trying to just experiment with the rules. And I know IRF switched to rally scoring. We had this planned a year ago. And here we are, and we're seeing international, and now, Canadian nationals are switching and so on. What were your thoughts this weekend? You saw a lot of the matches.
Well, I tell you what, first off, they say the greatest form of flattery is imitation, so I'm pretty flattered right now. We've thought about the rally. Everyone's talked about rally off and on, but to see it now official in the IRF, and we're discussing having that here, pretty amazing. Now, seeing the pros play the past couple days here, it's pretty amazing to look at how important every single rally is. Now, people say the rally is meant to shorten the games. I disagree. Yes, they are quicker.
The rally is meant to shorten.
The rally is a little bit quicker, but it's much more of a consistently timed match. You're not going to have hour-and-a-half matches. But what I see as the greatest difference is that every single rally is important. You can't go for broke. You can't. When you're on offense, you're going to go for broke, go for that point. If you miss, guess what? Now in rally, you give your opponent a point. So every rally is extremely important, especially when we're doing the one-serve rule. Every rally is so much more exciting. You can't have a lull in the match at all, or else if you get behind 3 or 4 points in rally, guess what? That's far behind. You get 3 or 4 points down in regular serving, you may be able to get that back with a couple aces.
And we saw, one of the comments I saw as well, with rally scoring, you can't go on runs. It's not possible. But, we saw Minia serve, or not serve, but get 6 points in a row in rally scoring. And even if you don't get 6 in a row, maybe you get 3-1 and you claw your way back in. We definitely saw some comebacks. One of the things that surprised me was how many 10-10, we played to 11, how many 10-10 games we saw. I was shocked. When we think about how many 14-14 games do we see, it happens, right? Mm-hmm. The statistics say it has to happen. It doesn't happen that often. We saw it about 30% of the matches or games.
Well, that's what that rally provides you, is a chance to get much more, much tighter matches. And guess what? What that causes is a pressure cooker.
And entertainment for us.
Absolutely. There's higher pressure. It's it's much more of a mental game. And yes, there's a physical component, but now they've got to think and work strategically, mentally, every single rally. And they get that 10-10. Man, it's a pressure cooker in there.
And
it's fun to watch.
We saw a discussion about, IRF or win by 1 in the first 4, but then win by 2 in the 5th. And we thought about win by 1. We decided to go with win by 2. I think that's the right call.
I agree. I completely agree. I think that win by 1, it's kind of a letdown if you're receiving and you miss a shot or you make a shot and it's win by 1, the game's over. I think there's much more pressure, just like the pros were in the 5 games. Win by 2 is much more of a high-pressure situation. Much more fun to watch, I believe.
Everhart skips another one and brings up match point for Austin Cunningham. Whoa.
That's a great pass there.
Well, it's risky.
It is, but he saw that Z coming, moved his feet over there. He's quick. That's what you got to do when you see it coming. And I tell you what, this is a nice comeback from Destry. This is a tight match here. They played a couple years ago down in Ocala, and Austin really took it to Destry. He had some back problems there. Nice to see Destry healthy today.
Well, there's a point. 12 serving 14. Well, Everhart's not out of this. He's getting in there. It's closer and closer, 13-14. I think they were just clarifying the score.
Going with the wrap there against a very athletic Austin.
Oh, that's loose. Loose shot from Everhart, and
he paid for it.
Well, part of this, I think, is the fact that Destry doesn't get many tournaments in. He doesn't go to many tournaments. Austin maybe a few more, and just kind of those reps.
I agree. Being from Alabama, he does travel quite a bit. I see him in a few IRTs here and there.
Here we
Austin
go.
is definitely on the more active side, both on indoor and outdoor.
Wow. We're going to have a towel timeout. No. 13-14. Cunningham really had control of that rally, and Everhart got away with it.
He put the ball right behind him.
Look at them having a little chat, and there's the towel timeout coming. Have a little mini break. Well, Andrew, while we're doing this, you know, tournaments don't happen without a lot of people, a lot of support, not only logistically but financially. You know, a huge thank you to you for being the driving force for this tournament. You know, tell us a little bit about some of these sponsors and people who've been involved.
Absolutely, Tim. This tournament would not come anywhere close to being a possibility without massive sponsors like our presenting sponsor, Meridian Group. Primarily one of our local players here was able to give a large amount to help this tournament go on. Meridian Group, a local company here, along with Margot Scott. Many of y'all in the LPRT know Margot on the board for the LPRT.
We know Margot.
She's an FSU grad. Her and her husband both came here at FSU. They played in our tournament a couple of years ago. Great people.
She played squash 57 last time.
She did play. We did play some 57.
We had an exhibition.
Not a sanctioned event, but we played a little bit offline. Great to see. Along with Visit Tallahassee, we were able to get some help from our local establishments there. Along with Reaching Your Dream Foundation. They do great things for our athletes in racquetball and to help them go to tournaments, help other tournaments get run. Doing a wonderful job. Need more people and more help like Reaching Your Dream Foundation. Make sure these athletes can go across country, pay for their flights, their gas, their hotel rooms, and their entry fees. Get them on the court in front of the TV. Wonderful athletes to watch. Along with you yourself, Tim Backers, Dr. Tim Backers with your FSU Coach Program and your sports performance consulting company. We're able to help out. Huge help there. Dovetailed by Design. Of course, many of you know Mike Kinkin. He's from down in Tampa. He came up and played himself, and he actually won himself a champion shirt. He won a division in doubles. Wonderful to watch Mike up here and play. Gene Fry, of course, another LPRT favorite, willing to help out anytime he possibly can. And a couple others, Minia Athletics. Of course, y'all saw Erica Minia play in the pro exhibition. The Minia family helped out to make sure this event can go on and help get her here and have fun watching her play with these interesting rules.
And Cunningham puts it down. He takes it. What a match that turned out to be. 15-12, 15-13. So great effort from both of those players, but Austin Cunningham continues, I think, the form that he's had over Destry over the last few. Well, we want to say a big thank you to everybody, including Andrew and all the sponsors. Thanks, everybody, for coming. This is a wrap for us. We're going to be in Boston on this weekend. So JT will be heading back to California and then jumping on a plane a few days later and heading back to the East Coast. He loves those overnighters, don't you, JT? You can't see JT right now. He doesn't. But we want to say a big thank you to him for coming out and doing this. And, of course, if you have an amateur event, you want JT to come out and do your coverage. I mean, you've seen the quality. Reach out to him. Give him a shout. He's done a great job here this weekend. I want to say a big thanks to him. Okay, that's a wrap from us, and we'll see you at the LPRT next weekend.